And the Spirit raised me and led me within to the east gate of the house of the Lord. And beholdeth the rising of the sun, and lo, in the entering of the gate were 25 men. And I saw in the midst of them Jazaniah, the son of Azur, and Pelatiah, the son of Benaiah, princes of the people. And he said to me, Thou son of man, these be the men that think wickedness, and treat the worst counsel in this city, and say, Whether houses were not builded a while ago? This is the cauldron. Forsooth, we be fleshes. Therefore prophesy thou of them. Prophesy thou, son of man. And the Spirit of the Lord fell into me, and said to me, Speak thou. The Lord saith these things. Ye house of Israel, spake thus, and I knew the thoughts of your heart. Ye killed full many men in the city, and ye filled the ways thereof with slain men. Therefore the Lord saith these things. Your slain men, which ye put it in the midst thereof, these be the fleshes, and this is the cauldron, and I shall lead you out of the midst thereof. Ye dreaded sword, and I shall bring in a sword on you, saith the Lord God. And I shall cast you out of the midst thereof, and I shall give you into the hand of enemies, and I shall make dooms in you. By sword ye shall fall down, I shall deem you in the ends of Israel, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. This shall not be to you into a cauldron, and ye shall not be into fleshes in the midst thereof. I shall deem you in the ends of Israel, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. For ye went not in my behest, and ye did not my dooms, but ye wrought by the dooms of heathen men that be in your compass. And it was done when I prophesied, Pelatiah, the son of Benaiah, was dead. And I fell down on my face, and I cried with great voice, and said, Alas, 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 Lord God, thou makest ending of the remnants of Israel. And the word of the Lord was made to me, and said, Son of man, thy brethren, thy kinsmen, and all the house of Israel, and all men, to whom the dwellers of Jerusalem said, Go ye away far from the Lord. The land is given to us into possession. Therefore the Lord God saith these things. For I made them to be far off among heathen men, and for I scattered them in lands. I shall be to them into a little hallowing in the lands to which they came. Therefore speak thou. The Lord God saith these things. I shall gather you from peoples, and I shall gather you together from lands, in which ye be scattered. And I shall give the earth of Israel to you, and they shall enter thither, and shall do away all offenses, and all abominations thereof in that day. And I shall give to them one heart, and I shall give a new spirit in the entrails of them, and I shall take away a stony heart from the flesh of them, and I shall give to them an heart of flesh, that they go in my commandments, and keep my dooms, and do those, and that they be into a people to me, and I be unto God to them. But of which the heart goeth after their offendings and abominations, I shall set the way of them in their head, saith the Lord God. And the cherubims raised their wings, and the wheels went with those, and the glory of God of Israel was on those. And the glory of the Lord ascended from the midst of the city, and stood on the hill, which is at the east of the city. And the Spirit raised me, and brought me into Chaldea, to the passing over, in vision by the Spirit of God. And the vision which I had seen was taken away from me. And I spake to the passing over all the words of the Lord, which he had showed to me.